Hello, W4CY listeners. My name is Nitzan Mosri, and I am the Traveling Investor. This is where you're going to learn how to master your mind, body, and wallet. I'm an entrepreneur, coach, and investor, and I've spent my life studying and following the habits and mindsets of highly successful people. With that knowledge, I've created a lifestyle business where I live life on my own terms. I'm on a mission to share my knowledge to help you live life on your terms. I'm Nitzan Mosri, the Traveling Investor, and thank you for joining me as we dive into real, raw, authentic, and inspiring conversations with people from around the globe who are making an impact. What's happening, travelers? Nitzan Mosri, the Traveling Investor, and my co-host, Tom Zames, Philosopher Extraordinaire. What's happening, people? How are you? How's your week been going? Have you guys had a good weekend? What's going on, my friend?
Not much, brother.
How are you?
I'm feeling good, man.
You feeling good?
Yeah, feeling good.
Awesome.
Yeah, I got some clarity on some things moving forward with,
very cool
side business ventures. So
awesome, man.
Good, man.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
We had a really good show last week, right? We had a lot of people talking. We had we read some tarot cards and we talked about that, right?
Yeah.
That was pretty intense and wild, and let us know where you're listening in from, right? We always love to know where you guys are traveling to and from, and how far out we're reaching, right? So it was a very good show last week. A lot of people came on and asked us to pull a card for them and kind of talk to them about what it was, right?
Yeah.
I don't think you need these right now. There you go.
Nice. Thank you.
Oh, and by the way,
I don't like this.
Send me the 7-year term application.
Okay. Gotcha.
So that's the beautiful thing about what we do and what we're trying to help people also accomplish here on Facebook and out there, all you guys that are listening, is that we want to help you achieve success, and by achieving success, we get to become friends. We get to know each other, right? We get to work with people that we like, people that we want to hang out with. So Tom and I, we've done business before, and we're looking to do more business, and we hang out and we do all that. So it's really fun when you're able to work with people that you want to, not with people that you have to.
Absolutely.
How many people go into an office and they can't stand the people that they're working with, but they don't have a choice. You're stuck with these people.
I used to know what that feels like.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
It's not good.
Some people were good. Some people you could do without.
Mm-hmm.
Some people were nasty. So, anyways,
right.
It's all about seeing what you don't like in life, identifying it, and changing it.
That's right. That's right.
Not
Absolutely.
putting up for it.
Mm-hmm. So tell us more about your clarity.
My clarity?
Yes.
So, I had shows and little things I was doing on Facebook and whatnot. It's pretty aimless.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to start taking action instead of waiting for everything to be perfect, which I did.
Right.
But I've been doing that for 1.5 years, 2 years now. So now it's time for me to move forward with some purpose.
Okay.
So one thing I'm doing, and I'm always learning too, right? Like how do you always say it? I'm not the smartest guy in the room, so you surround yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I do the same thing you do. I try to surround myself with the people that know what I don't know, right? So that I can learn it.
Absolutely.
So what I've decided to do is I'm moving forward with a little boot camp. There's a girl that is quite prominent on LinkedIn.
Mm-hmm.
She's a LinkedIn influencer, if you want to call her that.
Okay.
She knows the ins and outs of making videos go viral on LinkedIn.
Right.
LinkedIn right now is a hotbed, as you know. It's like what Facebook was 8 years ago.
Sure.
So she has a boot camp that she's doing.
Right.
And I paid good money to be a part of it.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. And I'm just diving into that.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
So this is a boot camp. Where's the boot camp? How many days? Tell us about it.
It's an online course. It's a 6-week course.
Uh-huh.
There's 6 pillars. Each pillar is a week.
Okay.
around week 3 or 4, you actually start shooting videos, which, you know,
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a problem doing. I think the first couple weeks are learning, you know, different techniques and whatnot. Some stuff I probably don't need. Some stuff I might need.
We have my dog here. You
Yeah,
guys, I don't know if you guys can't see it. So
Yeah.
he's coming alive now. Go sit. Lech shev.
Blake,
Lech lisham. Lech lisham. Yofi. Shev. So
yeah.
my dog speaks Hebrew.
So I'm aligning myself with somebody that, you know, learns something for themselves, and I'm going to pay. I pay a fee, and I'm going to learn what they know. And, you know, I'm expecting big things from it.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
So, and when is it?
It's you do it at your own pace. So,
Okay.
Yeah. I actually paid for it a month ago. Was too busy with work. Now I'm diving into it probably tonight.
And this is going to help you find purpose or not purpose, but direction.
It's going to get me rolling.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to get me rolling. I'm going to have a lot of content, a lot of videos, which I'll also be able to upload to Facebook and Instagram as well, while I'm blowing out my LinkedIn. At the same time, a collateral effect will be that I'll get more business as well.
Sure.
Commercial loan business.
Okay.
As a natural byproduct of it.
Right.
And it will kind of just get me going in the right direction for everything else, the personal development, inspiration, motivation.
That's awesome, man.
Stuff.
So when you start, let us know when you're starting.
Yeah.
So we can, you know, every week follow up with you,
Absolutely.
you know, keep you accountable, see how you're progressing,
All right.
sharing your successes, you know, all that kind of stuff, right?
Absolutely.
So Bryce says that, you know, there are many types out there. Yeah. Okay. Wayne, what's up, Wayne? Good to see you. Good to hear from you. They used to say have a Coke and a smile. That's true. You know, Libby, what's happening, Libby? Bring your dog to work day. You know, it's cold here, right? It's in the 40s, and usually when we leave the house, we put him outside, and it's cold, and I felt, you know, bad for the dog to be outside while I'm inside, so I brought him with me to the office. Jeff, how do you know more business will be gained? It's a good question, business question, right?
It's just, you know, how do I know more business will be gained? So I got 4,500 contacts on LinkedIn. I don't use it for squat. Some minor networking I'm doing. You know, I'm going to be putting out videos. Some of them will pertain to commercial mortgages. Most of them will pertain to personal development, things I love talking about.
Right.
How do I know business will be gained? People see the video and they'll be like, I like that fucking guy.
Exactly.
I like him. Oh, wow, he does commercial loans too. You know, might be a commercial broker, might be whatever. All of a sudden, this is the vision I have. My inbox is going to be blowing up with people wanting to meet me, people wanting me to send deals to me. Hey, I got a problem with this deal. Can you help with it? That's just how it works.
That's it. So, that's how it works.
That's kind of a lackadaisical response, but
no, but that's true. You know, because they say, right, people will do business with you for 3 reasons, right?
Yeah.
They know you, like you, and trust you. The first key to that is they got to know who you are.
Know you.
They got to know you.
Right.
So in today's world, how do you get people to know you? Instead of doing the one-on-ones with people where you sit in front of a coffee shop and you're drinking 85 cups of coffee a day and you got, you know, blah, blah, blah. You put out content that is that's real, actionable, and it adds value to people. And like you said, then they see that and they say, wow, you know what? I connect with this thought. I connect with this person. You know, I connect with Tom.
Yeah, that resonates with me.
It resonates. I like who he is. I want to do business with people like that. And that's how you get more business, right? It's everything in life is a relationship. Everything in life.
Yeah.
Right? Your relationship with your pets, your relationship with your mortgage broker, your relationship with your banker, with your investors, with your kids, with your spouse, right? With people on social media. It's a relationship, right? So the question is, how deep do you build those relationships? And once people get to know you and you build a relationship and you build commonality and you're working together, and like you said, you're vibing, why would I want to go somewhere else? You know, if I like Tom and Tom and I have a relationship and I need a mortgage, why would I go to some stranger who's not going to look out for me? I want to go to Tom because he knows me. He's met my kids. He's met my wife. He's been in my house. We hung out. We've done this. We go out together, right? We shared a meal. We shared drinks.
Right.
Why? First of all, why wouldn't I want him to make the money, right?
Right.
And then on the flip side, he's going to make sure that he puts me into the best product for me, right? Not for the lender and not for him and whatnot. So it works both ways, right? People get to know you, get to know them, you build relationships, and then you look out for each other.
Absolutely.
Right? You pass it forward. You do all that. We got somebody here on Facebook, Dan Caskell. Please contact Dan Caskell for all real estate and title needs. Okay. D. Caskell at ssclawfirm.com.
Right.
Way to advertise.
You just got a plug.
You just got a plug. These are very nice for the dog. Yes, very nice for the dog. You know, sometimes it's good to live a dog's life.
Yeah.
Right? Especially in Boca Raton, Florida.
He looks like he's having fun right now.
Yeah, he's chilling. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break. We're going to let you guys regroup and whatnot, and we're going to listen to some of our sponsors. And then when we come back, we're going to talk about something that I mentioned, about getting bad news and how to deal with it and different ways of overcoming it and how can you limit bad news.
Yeah.
Right?
I can't wait to dive into that.
That's going to be awesome. Yeah. All right, so we'll be so stay tuned. We'll be right back.
You're listening to The Traveling Investor on W4CY Radio. Please take a moment to listen to the sponsors who have a secret message just for you. Don't leave. The best is yet to come. The Traveling Investor will be right back.
I wanna be rich. Oh, I wanna be rich.
Behind everything you're searching for is something you're actually looking for. When you search with the Real Yellow Pages, you get more than a contractor. You get a whole new curb appeal. It's not just getting directions to a dry cleaner with YP.com. It's rescuing an old favorite from the back of the closet. And it's more than finding a locksmith with YP.com on your mobile. It's getting to sleep in your own bed. Whatever it might be, there are more ways to search and more ways to find exactly what you're looking for with the Real Yellow Pages, YP.com, and YP.com on your mobile, only from AT&T.
Hey, this is Rebel Medler. Join me for In Your Face on W4CY.com, Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
We're not gonna take it. No, we ain't gonna take it.
How healthy is your pet? Does your pet suffer from ear infections, allergies, diabetes, cancer? Does your pet have a sensitive stomach? Well, we have the solution. Who are we? Fiesta Pet Deli. South Florida's original and only fresh food deli for pets. Our exclusive real food diets bring back the puppy and kitten in your pet. Have a healthier pet, less shedding, less scratching and itching, and eliminate allergies. We carry a full assortment of healthy, holistic, frozen, canned, and dry foods. Try out South Florida's largest selection of natural supplements. We also have a large selection of natural treats, chews, and natural grooming products. It's only natural to stop by Fiesta Pet Deli for all your natural products to keep your pet healthier and happier. Stop by Fiesta Pet Deli at the Festival Marketplace, located at Sample Road and the Turnpike in Pompano. Or call us at 954-971-2500. That's 954-971-2500. Don't forget, ask for your $10 off coupon, good for any purchase over $50. Fiesta Pet Deli.
You are now tuned into W4CY Radio, entertainment at your fingertips.
What's happening, travelers? Welcome back. Nitzan Mosery here, the Traveling Investor, and we're live on W4CY.com. And do me a solid, you guys out there and you guys over here, please go to my YouTube channel, which is the Traveling Investor. Like it, subscribe to it. All these shows get uploaded to YouTube. Do me a favor also, go to Spotify, go to iHeart.com, go to the podcast section, like the podcasts. All these shows get uploaded as podcasts afterwards. So please go there, support us, share it, right? So we can get the word out. Go to Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and TikTok. Like us, subscribe to us, share it. Tom as well. He's on all those platforms as well. Dude, I'm on. I've been on
TikTok. You're on top of it,
dude.
Right?
My girls,
You're Johnny on the spot.
My girls got 2 million views on one video that they did.
What video?
They went in. Their friend has a little square box underneath the stairs, like a storage.
Yeah.
They went in and they made it like a little girl cave, and they painted it and put the 2 million views.
Yeah.
It's crazy. You know how much money people pay for 2 million views?
Yeah.
And they were just like, la 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 la. It's incredible. It's awesome, man.
They're pushing views, kind of like Facebook and Instagram back then.
Absolutely. And then I post something like, a video, and I get maybe 3 views, because who wants to see this mug, right? But it is what it is, right?
You'll figure it out.
Absolutely. No, but yes, TikTok, it's hot. So do us a favor, go on our social media platforms, like us, subscribe to us, share the love, comment. Let's start that going so we can really, I told you, my goal is to help 1 billion people within the next 5 years. By the time I'm 55, I want to have affected a billion people and get them to wake up and smell the coffee and take control of their lives.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's way more than Mother Teresa did.
Well, you know what? She didn't have social media. She didn't have you.
There you go.
Right?
I like it.
So let's do it, man. So we got some people here. Libby, nice of you to take care for him. Yep, we take care of our dog. So what we got here, Christopher, where's the painting of Baby Yoda? Well, dude, right there. There's Yoda, man. That's Yoda. My wife painted Yoda. That's an original Ren painting. Yes. All right. So last week we pulled some cards and we started talking about it. We talked about intentions. We talked about, what these cards are, and that, I pull a card on a daily basis just to give me the intention to see what's in front of me, what I need to think about.
Morning?
Every day.
Okay.
Every day. And, why don't we start with Mr. Philosopher, and we'll pull a card for him. And if anybody out there wants us, what's up, Chris?
This is the one right here.
If anybody wants us to pull a card for them as well, we'll do it. Oh, I love this card, man.
Wow.
I love this card.
This is a card.
This is a strong card.
This is a strong card.
This is a strong card. Talks about breakthrough. Talks about the breakthrough has to come from within. You see the light shining from within in this card, right? It's awesome because it.
Yeah.
Tell me about it, man.
Well, the first thing I noticed was the victory pose.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like a kid.
Right?
Like this.
Yep.
Right?
Victory, baby.
This is a universal sign of victory, of triumph.
Yeah.
It's the first thing I noticed. And there's it looks like an explosion of light coming through.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's bursting onto the scene. He's a star born. What's this? A lot of shapes. Some of them look like hearts. Some of them are squares, red shapes. Just debris.
Power. It's power.
Power.
There's a lot of power in the visual, right?
A lot of power.
Right?
A lot of power.
A lot of power.
It's just triumphant.
Right.
Very triumphant.
Mm-hmm.
Breakthrough.
So now you see also like the light. The light is shining from within, from the middle, from the chest, from the middle of the chest, from the heart.
Yeah.
All that light is coming through, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it says that all breakthrough comes from within, right? All that breakthrough comes from the inside. It has nothing to do with external products. It has nothing to do with, materialism. Nothing. It all is with inside.
Right.
And if you notice, only the top portion of the person is there. Why not the bottom? What happened to the bottom? Right. So that's also a transformation, right? Mm. When you have a breakthrough, you're transforming. You're leaving the old and you're coming into the new, right?
Nice.
So this new part is coming out from the light.
Mm-hmm.
This is the new part, right? And like you said, there's that victory pose, the breaking through of it. So when you look at this card, it gives you that power, it gives you that motivation. It kind of gets you going, right?
Yeah.
That energy, you can feel the energy.
For me, it's more of a confirmation. It's like, I feel myself coming into this phase where I'm about to experience a breakthrough.
Right.
And it is nigh, and I pull this card. And it's
there it is, man. That's beautiful.
Tells me, you know what I mean? It's good to have even though it's good to have backup confirmation.
It's good because you look at the word breakthrough, and then you look at the picture, and they both could be, the picture could mean something else, right?
Yeah.
It's there to give us something to think about, right? Am I, what is a breakthrough for me? Have I had any? So yeah, it's an amazing picture, and there is a little bit of, I don't know why this keeps going off. My airplane mode is on, but anyway. So this is your picture, man. This is your card. It's awesome, man. Breakthrough. Yep. Let's fix this.
What about you? You're going to snag a card?
I'm definitely going to snag a card if I can get my phone to.
You want to shuffle, or you want them as they are?
No. Put your card back in there as well.
Yeah.
And then and we'll do it, right? Let's see what we got here. All right. There we go. Beautiful. So we got. What
Libby would like a card.
I would like a card, please. Okay. And then Missy, I would like a card, please. I have come to the realization that my boss is some kind of special. I want to know what the cards have to say to me.
Is that sarcastic? Some kind of like when I say some kind of special, it's a derogatory comment.
What kind of special is he or she? And while Tom is doing that, look at this beautiful painting I got from my assistant Julie. She had an artist take my logo, the Traveling Investor logo.
It's amazing,
right? Isn't that cool? And she surprised me with like a holiday gift and whatnot. Isn't that awesome?
That's amazing.
And it's all the colors that I love, right? The blues, the purples, the yellows, the golds, right? All those deep chakra colors.
That's beautiful. Right? Yeah.
And with my logo. I love it. Thank you, Julie.
That's beautiful.
That's fantastic, man.
And Julie, she's a real
she's awesome, man.
She's a special, how does she say it? She's some kind of special.
Some kind of special. So when you say yes, Missy, so you're saying he or she is a little strange. He's a little some kind of special, right? Mm-hmm. All right. There we go.
Divinely shuffled.
All right. So let's see here. So hold them out for me. Hold them out.
Oh boy, you know what they say about that. I'll put them. Should we flip them?
I want to take this one. Oh, this is one of my favorite cards.
Okay.
This is one of my favorite cards. All right. Going with the flow. Here we go, guys. Going with the flow. Can you see that? So obviously, this is a pretty.
It fell out of the deck too.
It fell out. It just kind of said, "Hey, this is where I want." It's a major arcana. It doesn't have a number on it, and that talks for something else. But as you can see, the card is just a person, and there's a stream. There's a flow, and going with the flow. So, do I need to learn to go with the flow a little bit more? Do I need to, things are happening in my life, and what it tells me also is kind of don't sweat the small stuff.
Yeah.
Just go with the flow. When things happen, just let them happen, right? Just let them go.
Yeah.
Right? Because, it, and if you look at the picture carefully, the person is not on top of the flow, is kind of in the flow. The flow is going over, right? So it's we're in it.
He's in it.
He's in it. So when you're in it, and when you're in something, and you're going, and you're and you're moving through it, just continue to flow with it, right? Someone once told me, and it's a great saying. They said, when you're going through hell, keep going.
Yeah.
And you can use that saying for anything, right? When you just flow with it.
Right.
Go with the flow with the go. Right? That's one way of living life.
Abraham Hicks likes to say, "Let go of the oars." Right? If you're in a boat with the oars, let go of the oars and just flow.
Let go of the oars and just flow.
Yeah.
That's it, man. So I love that.
That's awesome.
This is a strong card. It's one of my favorites. Go with the flow. What do you guys see from it? What do you think? Tell us. Missy, Libby, Big J, you guys out there, you guys, Chris, everybody on Facebook over there. Let us know. What do you guys think? All right, let's pull a card for Libby. So Libby, you're there, right? Okay. So Libby, I want you to think of anything that you want. Who do you want to pull the card for you, Libby? Me or Tom? I guess you can connect with the energy, right? And Missy, also you. Who do you want to pull the card? We got Ryan says, my girlfriend works for a complete piece of work. I really want her to leave the company. Will you pull a card to see if she should quit? Okay.
I told you my special skill. My special skill is knowing the answer without getting the card.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. You can't work for a piece of shit. It's not going to get any better. Nothing's going to change. He's not going to show up tomorrow and be this amazing gentleman that she wants to work for, right? So I've always learned in life that if you can't fix it or change it, to go around it or go through it, right? So I mean, it's clear. Mm-hmm. So that's my answer. do you think? We'll pull a card, though. We'll pull a card on that, though.
Yeah, absolutely. So Libby wants Tom to pull, and Missy wants me to pull. All right. So we'll do Libby first. So Libby, I want you to think with Tom. Focus on Tom. Focus on what you are wanting the card for, okay? So focus on it. All right, here we go. All right. You thinking? You thinking? Send it to Tom. All right. Here we go.
I keep going back to this card.
All right, man. Here we go. Oh, I love this card.
Wow.
This is a wild card. This is a wild card.
Healing.
This is a card full of imagery, full of symbolism. It's awesome. It's awesome.
So there's a lot going on here.
A lot going on here.
Did they see that?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot going on here, Libby. So this card talks about, obviously, the word is healing, right? Self-healing, healing for others, right?
Absolutely.
Let's talk about the word first, and then we'll talk about the picture.
Okay.
All right. So, the word healing.
Healing. That's a broad word. It can mean a lot of things. It could be healing from an injury, healing from heartbreak, healing from devastation, healing from a cold. It could be healing from an emotional wound. A family member just moved away. You're sad. There's all kind of healing. It's all kind of trauma taking place on different scales. So that's my broad conception of healing.
Absolutely. Healing can mean to heal yourself, to heal others, to heal the universe, to heal the world, to any form of healing. Right? Yeah. And it's the word healing, not heal. So it's healing. It's an action.
It's an action.
Right. It's an action word. Right. Okay. So it's something that we have to do. Right. So it's healing. Now the card. When you look at the card, there are two hands. Right. There are two hands that go over the head and the stomach, belly button areas. Now, from my experience, healing the head and the belly button, this area, this is the life energy. This is the life force.
Yeah.
Right down here, your chakras. Right. We have these 7 energy points here, and then there are some other sages and philosophers that say that those 7 are broken down into 7, so we actually have 49, and then we have them in our hands and in our feet in different places and coming out of our knees. Everybody in their different philosophies and their different stories. But we know that now mind you that the hand on the head, right, is covering the head, the ears, the nose, the eyes, right, and it's covering the throat as well. The finger is covering the throat. So there's a healing that maybe needs to be done in the way we express ourselves. There should be a healing of the way we see, right? It's going over the eyes and our third eye, right? And our nose and our ears. So all of the senses, a healing of the senses, right? Do we need to heal ourselves with the senses? Then there's the hand over the belly button, which is the energy, right? And those 2 hands are blue.
And the thumb might be over the sacral.
The sacral, exactly. So you're connecting the air with the earth with 2 hands. We have 2 hands, right? They stem from the heart. So we can connect the earth to the air and heal ourselves.
And what's left? This beautiful heart.
The heart lotus.
The heart lotus.
Right? The lotus in the heart. That's where everything connects, right? That's where everything meets. That's where everything generates. And it's a lotus, and it's a 6-star lotus, 6-pointed, which is 2 triangles, one pointing up, one pointing down, and they meet in the middle.
Okay.
Right? They meet in the middle. And what does that symbolize?
I don't know.
That symbolizes whatever is above and whatever is below is the same. And when they meet, they converge in the middle.
As above, so below.
As above, so below.
Ah, okay.
Spirit and the earth.
Right.
Boom, boom, right? So healing. Do you need to heal yourself? Do you need to come up with some sort of, something with the senses, something with the earth?
Well, here's the thing. Libby, what's the first thing that popped into your head when you heard healing? What does that mean to you? I think you know the answer. This is a card interpretation, but
Right.
once you saw healing, you probably got a instantaneous message, right?
Yeah, share with us, because
Yeah.
we can interpret it from our perspective, right? I'm looking at the card and I'm reading what the card says, just so that you can know what the symbolism means. And then there's obviously your perception from, you have your world experiences and you look at the world from your eyes. So Libby, we'd love to hear from you. Let us know what you think about this card. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put this card back in the deck and we'll pull one for Missy, right? Because Missy says that she has, I've come to the realization that her boss is some kind of special and she wants to know what the cards have to say. So if any of you guys out there on Facebook world want us to pull a card for you, we'll do that. And then after this, we'll take a quick break and then we'll come back and we'll talk about how to deal with bad news.
Absolutely. So
why we get bad news.
So when you pull a card without a question, you kind of get a message from spirit. So like Libby didn't really have a question, and she got the message healing, and we'll find out how that resonates with Libby. There we go. I guess my first thought was healing my feelings.
Ooh, healing your feelings. That's right.
Whatever your first thought is, that's probably it.
That's beautiful. If you want to elaborate on that, that would be awesome. Let's see where it goes, right? Let's see how deep we can take it. And just like the card that I pulled, going with the flow, when you don't have an intention or when you're letting the spirits, kind of like you said, pick the card for you, you're going with the flow. You're saying, hey, you know what? I'm throwing the oars. I'm not going to guide. I'm going to let the universe guide me. I'm going to let the river guide me. All right. So, Missy, here we go. We're putting back.
Doesn't she know you do this show?
Yeah. Obviously, she's not watching.
She's not watching.
Obviously, she's not
watching.
watching.
Who's not watching.
We know who's not watching.
Got that.
So, Missy, we're talking about your boss, something special, kind of special, and I'm gonna go with this one. Okay.
Interesting.
Very, very interesting. All right, so this is the card that I pulled for Missy when she said that her boss is something special, some kind of special. You guys see that? Right? So the word playfulness, right? And it's not playful, and it's not play, it's playfulness, right? And somebody dressed in
as a clown
costume, but
a ballerina dressed as a clown.
Ballerina, and the clown outfit is see-through. See it? So you see the clown outfit, right? It's see-through, right? You see how she's a ballerina? You see? You see how it's all there? So,
how does that
Mr. Philosopher Extraordinaire, you tell us your impressions. And Missy, yeah, he's a clown. He's a clown. Look, Missy just said it. He's a clown.
There you go.
That's awesome.
He's a clown, but he's also maybe deep down inside a graceful, kind man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Right?
Maybe one's a facade, one's... So which one's the exterior? I don't know. Is one the exterior?
Well, you have the person, right?
The outside, he's the clown. On the inside, he's the ballerina.
Is the ballerina that is graceful, that is this.
Yeah.
And what are we looking at? Are we looking at the clown outfit, or are we looking at the person inside the clown outfit? Right? Can you separate the two? But then again, that's what we see. Missy, you tell us.
Thinks he can get away with the crap he's trying to.
So I see that. I see that here, right? Someone who is kind of tight like the ballerina is trying to put on this clown outfit to kind of say, oh, goofy, ha, 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 trying to get away with stuff using the playfulness and whatnot, right? Yeah. So that's your interpretation of that, right? He's not graceful. He blows smoke and mirrors. Dude, and the sparkles that the clown throws, right?
Yeah.
That could be all smoke and mirrors right there. It's amazing how when we look at the card, we see, like we keep saying, what we see.
Right.
Because you see it one way, I see it one way, Tom sees it another way. right? And if I were to pull the cards and read the cards for someone, I would talk about the different aspects of the card, just like we're doing here.
Yeah.
And you would come up with your own interpretation, how it fits into your life. Playfulness. Very cool card. Very cool card.
So, Missy, what does that mean to you, though? I mean, you know he's a clown. We know he's a clown. He dances around actual situations, uses people. You know this, right? So now it's up to you. It's like, do I want to play around with this?
Mm-hmm.
Do I want to put up with this crap?
Yep.
I don't know. What do you think?
Could it be that he's just, does he goof around a lot? Is he goofy? Does he try to create relationships by being a goofball?
Or is he a jerk? Just
Right.
a jerk.
Mm-hmm.
A jerky clown.
Absolutely.
Bad clown.
All right. So we got Gene. I sent my boss pictures before. We kind of had a relationship, I guess. I still work with him, but things have died down greatly. He actually treats me terrible. Well, if he treats you terribly, I would get rid of him, right? And I would like to have you pull a card for me, please. Would you ask the deck if I will be changing jobs in the very next future? All right, we'll have Tom pull that one for you. And
Yeah, real quick, Gene, sent your boss pictures. You had a relationship.
yeah,
Don't put up with any crap. Is he holding these pictures over your head? What do you mean by that? Either way, you can't. It's up to you to decide how you're going to let people treat you in life. Right?
oh, absolutely, Whatever you let happen will continue.
It's your choice to whether or not to allow it. Right? You have the awareness of what he is, and it's your choice now how you want to let him get away with it.
Right. You remember when we were doing the 3 different control attachments?
Yeah.
Right. So how we let people treat us is how we were kind of treated when we were younger. Remember, it all comes back from the childhood. So maybe go back into your childhood. Everybody here that's talking about their bosses and whatnot, and here on Facebook, it doesn't matter if it's your boss, boyfriend, wife, girlfriend, kids, all your relationships. The way we work with our relationships is through how we were brought up. If we were controlled a lot, if we were neglected a lot, if we were made to feel that we weren't good enough, then we go out and we look for our relationships to give us the same reaction that we would have, so that we can justify, or we can say, yes, you know what? I'm not loved. I'm not worthy of success. I'm not worthy of this. All these things. So think back to your childhood. See how you were made to feel, and how your parents and siblings and teachers treated you when you were younger, and you can see that we look for these relationships wherever we go. All right. Let's do this one quick, and then we'll continue. So Anne, all right. No, he just seems to have gotten what he wanted and is now just using me till he finds another to take my place. So next,
Look, that happens.
Mm-hmm.
That happens. Guys have a tendency to do that. Women can do it too. That's a common theme. I hear all my girlfriends complain about. So it's up to you. Are you going to let him get away with that? Are you fine with that? Or,
right.
Tell him no more.
That's it, man. And you'd be amazed sometimes when you stand up and you say no, and you say,
he might
hey,
come chasing you.
He comes chasing, but the relief that you have,
right?
Suddenly you're like, wow, I was able to do that, and you're better for it. You're stronger for it. Okay.
Tell him no.
Right.
You tell him you got better things to do. And what's he going to do? He's going to start. He's going to start pursuing you. Start chasing. He's going to start doing whatever he needs to do to keep you in his graces. Then you switch the power. And you got the power in your relationship.
Absolutely. All right. So Anne, I would like to have you pull a card for me, please. Would you ask the deck if I will be changing jobs in the very near future? All right. So pull it, and then we'll go talking to about what we want to discuss. I love this, right? Isn't this awesome? Isn't this awakening? Doesn't this wake you up? Doesn't this put a mirror in front of your face and go, holy shit, this is awesome? Okay. Boom.
Right. This is about what? The job?
So this is about, I would like to have you pull a card for me, please. Would you ask the deck if I will be changing jobs in the very near future? So you're in a dilemma. Change job or not change job.
Yeah.
Right? So you've got these two conflicting things that are fighting.
Yeah.
Right? You see the two clouds fighting in the back?
Yep.
Right? And look at the outfit. It's constraining.
A lot of armor.
But what do you see around? I'm going to show you guys a second in the picture. What do you see around the nuts and bolts? What does that look like? Like a little rust.
Rust.
So it's rusting.
Okay.
Right? All right. This is what we picked. Right? If she should. Right? This is the card. Right? I want you guys to take a good look at it. Right? You may, in the beginning, you may think, what does this have to do with what I'm going through? Right? Tom, talk to me. You start out.
Well, I think the rust, it shows that you've been maybe fighting this for a long time.
Fighting it for a long time. Absolutely.
Fighting it for a long time. And this guy just looks angry. He's tired of the fight.
Mm-hmm.
He's tired of the had enough. This guy's had enough. His eyes, he might even be crying. I don't know. His eyes were red.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sure. Absolutely. So Ann, what do you think about this card? Let us know what your thoughts about it. All right. So the way I look at this card, we have in the background, we have the clouds. Right? The cloud is the mind, right? We always symbolize the mind and cloud thoughts and the cloud together, right? So these two, in your mind, you have the struggle. Do I stay? Do I go?
Yeah.
What am I doing? Where am I going? All this. So what happens with clouds? Clouds come, they dump, and they go. And they disappear.
They change formation.
They change formation. So we shouldn't get attached to clouds. We shouldn't get attached to thoughts. We shouldn't get attached to this argument in my head. Do I stay or do I go?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So a lot of times we have to put it out to the universe, the question, what do I do? And then we let go of it, just like the cloud. Let the cloud go. Right?
And Ann right there confirms the answer.
And right on the money. I'm tired of being at this job. It's time to move on to better things. Absolutely. Now, when you look at the card again, you see in the armor, right? In the armor, the bolts, they have rust around. And the person inside, you can see how white-knuckled he is, right? So the tension, everything's being built up. However, the bolts are weakening. They're rusty. They're weakening. You can break out of it, right? Don't let the mind bog you down, and don't let it create this armor, right? That keeps you in and keeps you stressed, right? So you will break out of it. It's coming, right? Get out of your mind.
Yeah.
Get out of the mind. Get out of there, and you'll see how you will explode, right? And that's a very strong card. Let's see what you have to say. Right on the money. I'm tired, blah, blah, blah. I know now that I have been here way too long. Boom.
You know.
That's awesome.
And you always knew. That's the whole thing, is the answers are already deep down inside, right?
They are.
Sometimes you just need a reminder or a nudge or a sign or guidance.
Sometimes you just need a mirror.
Yeah.
And just a light, right? Just like you said, hey, this is what we need to do.
Absolutely.
This is what we need to do. All right. So we've got 7 minutes left until the end of the show. So let's talk about bad news.
Bad news.
Right? How do you deal with bad news?
I always try to reframe it.
Okay.
I look for the silver lining.
All right.
Yeah, they say there's always a silver lining, and it seems to be true, right? For almost anything. So I always look for that first.
Can you give us an example?
Can I give you an example? Okay.
I don't want to put you on the spot.
Just a random example. I bought tickets to a thing. I'm making this up, right? But it could happen. I have a girl that I just met. We're dating. She flakes on me. Okay. I'm pissed off. I had these plans. I bought these tickets. Boom. I'm out having a drink with my friends. I meet a girl at the bar. I say tomorrow night I got these tickets. She says I want to go. I like this girl better. Next thing you know, I don't give a shit about that dumb girl.
Right.
This whole thing worked out better because everything always works out for me. That's what I always say. Everything is always working out for me. Even if it doesn't seem that way, everything is working out for me. I always catch the breaks. I always get the breaks. And I do. I take that bad thing, I turn it into something good.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
And while you were talking, it hit me. What card did I pull? Going with the flow.
Going with the flow.
And now I got the bad news.
Hmm.
Do I go with the flow? Should I just flow with it and see how it goes? You know, okay, I got bad news, but I shouldn't let it affect me. I should just kind of go with it. See what happens with it, how it goes. You see how these cards just kind of pop into your head and with different things?
Absolutely.
Wow, it's amazing.
I've seen it a million times in the real estate, right? People put an offer in on a building that they want.
Yeah.
They get bad news. They lose the building. They're all pissed off. 2 weeks later,
boom.
I found this building. Oh my God, I'm so glad I didn't get that other building. I would have never found this building.
Right?
You know?
Exactly. Diane over here says everything happens for a reason. Everything does happen for a reason. The question is, how do we react, right?
Yeah.
When something happens to you, do we suddenly react to it and just go with the hip and, just react?
Right.
Or is it better for us to, like the card says, kind of let it go, go with the flow, take a deep breath, take a step back, let a day pass, let 2 days pass, and kind of see what happens after the dust settles?
I always try to not make a knee-jerk reaction to anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know the old adage, sleep on it?
Yes.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing, right? When things happen, kind of let the dust settle.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I tell you, when something happens, and if I get a text or an email and I just blah 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 blah, blah, I'll stop myself.
I do too.
And I won't send it, and I'll just push it aside, and then I'll come back to it in a half hour, even 5 minutes later.
Yeah.
I can come back to it, but you know what? I'm not going to send that.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm gonna do
That's
something.
That's a bad
different.
idea. I'm glad I didn't send that.
So happy I didn't send that.
Yeah.
It's when I do that, right? Let me see. We got Bryce. People need to really think about things. Absolutely. Bad news, Marie. Bad news may seem like bad news at first, but it can be better when looked at in a different way. Absolutely.
Always.
Absolutely. Right. Absolutely. That's the whole point of taking a step back, breathing, not reacting, and taking it slow. Right.
One of my favorite things is The Rock, Dwayne Johnson.
Love him.
Talks about how badly he wanted to be an NFL football player.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't make it. And it was the best thing that ever happened to him.
Right.
Look at this life that unfolded for him. If he would have been a football player, he'd have played for a few years, he would have sucked. Probably.
Right. Gotten fat afterwards.
Might have gone into acting after, but who knows? Maybe he would have met some woman that toxic relationship.
Could have been injured.
Who knows what happened?
Could have been injured. All that kind of stuff.
Right.
And I'll tell you, when I got the bad news, I took it very personally. I took it very personally, because it was something. It was a personal issue, and I kind of had all these ideas of why continue doing what I'm doing, why do it if I'm not appreciated, and I got to tell you, those thoughts. I'm glad I didn't really react on them, because that's an ego.
Yeah.
That's coming from a place of not of a place of abundance, not a place of giving, right? It was more my ego got injured, right? Why did it happen? Why didn't I do this? I thought I was better. I should have gotten this. It should have happened. Why didn't it happen? It was personal attack. My ego got wounded.
Right.
And if I would have reacted, I would have reacted from ego. But then when I was able to take a day, 2, even 3 days now, right, and talk on social media and come here and think about it and talk with other people, if it's better to continue where I am because of the greater good.
Okay.
Not of this particular point that kind of, my ego was insulted or my ego was hurt from it.
And by taking a step back, you didn't engage. It could have turned out bad and could have blown the whole thing.
Absolutely,
right?
absolutely.
Yeah.
So
you
that's
got clarity.
Good. I got clarity. I flowed with it, right? I went with the go. I flowed with the go a little bit, and when the go went, I was flowing with it.
Yeah.
I took time. I stepped back and
waited Wait, the options?
I acted. I didn't react.
Okay.
Right. Now we got maybe less than a minute here. I just want to share one thing. How can you avoid bad news? By being prepared, by coming prepared, by doing your homework, doing your due diligence,
Right.
by making sure that you come prepared 100%. And if you don't know what to prepare for, ask questions. Right.
Right.
I guess, again, from my perspective, from what happened, that's my takeaway from it.
Okay.
Right.
That's the mistake you made
Right.
prior to that.
Right. Was
Not asking enough.
not knowing, right?
Okay.
Not knowing and all that. But listen, guys, we got to go. It's been a great show. I'm going to leave you with this last thing. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind always be at your back. And may the sunshine warm upon your face and rains fall softly upon your fields. Until next week, I want you guys to travel well and travel safe. This is Tom Zames, philosopher extraordinaire. I'm Nitzan Mosery, the traveling investor on W4CY.com. Hit us up on social media. We love you guys. See you next week somewhere on Spaceship Earth. Be well.
See you guys.
Peace out.
Wow, what a great show! Are you excited to learn the untold secrets of how to get wealthy? Then tune in next Thursday and every Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern right here on W4CY Radio. You too can learn how to become a traveling investor. If you missed any part of this episode or want to hear it again, go to the Traveling Investor Podcast on iHeartRadio. You can listen to all past episodes on demand 24/7. Next week's episode will take us somewhere new and exciting, so don't miss it. Thank you for listening.
I wanna